All right, we are live. It's been a while since I've been live on Facebook. Today I wanted to come talk to you guys, girls, people, whatever, paintball players in general, about a game I'm producing at Paintball Central Greensboro called Endgame. Um, I'm gonna say a lot because I don't have anything written down. I think it's gonna be pretty interesting. I got some cool ideas, some people to help me out with. Brandon Chance, Matt Sossman, Andrew Gibson. Sorry about saying the wrong name. Definitely got some good input from some people, and we're going to try to use the majority of the field. We don't have anything scheduled for the airball field right now, but we probably don't need to either. Um, there's some interesting stuff about this game, so I want to kind of go over gameplay and the game flow, and just let everybody know what it's going to be like to be at this game and what we have in store for you. There's also an incentive for people to come to this game, and that's called the Spring Trifecta. There's be some good prizes for the Spring Trifecta. I'll definitely go over that too, just to make sure everybody knows what's expected and what is going to be some pretty badass prizes. So, without any further delay here, I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here. And it should work, I do believe, because it's been working, but for some reason it didn't work in a video earlier. Let's see here. Well, speaking of not working, all right, here we go. Share my screen here over. There we go. All right, and for some reason I'm getting the messages here. There we go. Okay, so this right here is going to be the group page for Endgame. I say it's going to be March 25th, 2023 at Paintball Central Greensboro. This is where you can look. I should announce my live here. You can look down here. You can find all of the different storylines here. Like this right here is basically the storyline of why we are going different fields at the park and what to expect. Here's, you go down. These will be the player cards you get, which I think they're pretty dope. And then down here is where you actually show what the gameplay is going to be, what time everything's going to be. And I kind of want to go over that before I do anything else. So follow along here. Right here is a player briefing, which is going to be going over what's expected, because we're going to have people that don't see anything on Facebook. It's also going to have safety concerns or warnings or rules or whatever. So that's going to be at 9 o'clock. It's going to roughly be 30 minutes or so. Then you're going to have enough time to get all your stuff gathered up, get chrono, get air. Be ready at 10 o'clock. All right. So 10 o'clock, we're going to start in the Woods Ball field, which, and I got so many messages for some reason. I should have cleared these up before, but I apologize. So anyway, we got a little map down here. This is the Paintball Central Facebook page. You go there and give it a like. All right, so this is the field. All right, this is where you'll actually be entering right here. It's parking lot, one of them. All right, so phase one is going to be starting at 9 o'clock. Right here in the Woods Ball field. And as you can tell right now, it is heavily wooded. So it's going to be straight up Woods Ball, old school paintball. There's going to be 5 bases. If you look up here, 5 bases. And they're going to be checked. One's going to be, say you're going to start 10. You're going to have one checkpoint at 11 o'clock. All 5 bases are worth 50 points each. Wherever that slapstick, whatever side is pointing out, like blue or red, that team is going to get 50 points per base they have actually taken over. We're also going to do the same thing at 12 o'clock, 50 points per base. But we got a little extra 30 minutes in this phase. So between 12 and 12:30, you're going to hustle to try to take as many bases as you can, because at 12:30, those bases are worth double points, 100 points each. So you could lose all the bases in the first 2 checkpoints and then even up your score just by taking all of them in the third. So it's going to give you some incentive to really just kill yourselves the last 30 minutes pushing forward. All right, so then we go here. At 12:30, we'll go ahead and end that phase. You guys can go back and take a break. It's basically a lunch, so there won't be any real scenario gameplay till 1 o'clock. So it gives you a long time to refill on your paint, refill on your air, refill in your stomach, hydrate. But there's going to be a separate group of people here. It'll be 20 people plus maybe the generals, I guess. At 1:15, they're going to be on the pipes field, which is a scrapyard. Which, go back up here, scrapyard's right here. It's pipes field. It's going to be a 15-minute game of 10-man. 10-man rolls apply. Whoever wins gets their points for the team, and it's going to be 200 points. So you have 15 minutes. So if you go one round, 15 minutes, and you win it, you get the points. If you go 2 rounds and you tie, you don't get the points. If you go 2 rounds, you win 2 games to nothing, then you get all 200 points. It's pretty important part of the game. So that'll be from 1:15 to 1:30, and then 1:30 to 1:45, or 1:30 to 1:15 to 1:30. And then at 1:30, like that. Yeah. Okay. So sorry. That'll be 1:15 to 1:30, and then I just totally screwed up there. So 1:15, 1:30. That should be, yeah. I screwed the timeline up. Anyway, this is roughly it right now. So I may adjust the timeline. I just noticed that, like, wow, I've done this video a couple times and didn't save it. So going live, I actually found out a little glitch there. So anyways, phase 2 will start about 1:30. And it's going to be the same thing as phase 1, except for it's going to be in the kill box, which is all the way up here at the top of the field. All right, so phase 1 was woods ball. Phase 2 is going to be right in this area right here. Okay, you can't go in the woods around it, but the main majority right here, the 5 bases that are going to be counted for points, are going to be in this open area right here. And you can't tell from the picture, but it's a bunch of bunkers and things that look like bases and houses. So it's going to be a lot of close quarters, old school paintball fight. But you have to try to get those 5 bases. We're going to do 2 checkpoints. First hour, 50 points. Second hour, 50 points each. So each base is worth 50 points. We don't have the extra half an hour, so we're not going to do the 100-point one. Sorry. So that's going to be phase 2. When phase 2 comes to an end, you're going to get a 30-minute break, and we're going to do the final battle. So the final battle is going to be actually 2 final battles. Your first final battle is going to be, right now I got from 4 to 4:30. I'm going to adjust these times because I messed up here. But anyway, it's going to be a final battle of 30 minutes on the mounds field. And if you look at the mounds field, it is not as big as some of the mounds fields you've done slapstick battles on. So I don't think you're going to have guys in the back or people in the back lobbing balls, shooting their teammates in the face. It's going to be more like as soon as you get on this field, you're part of the action because it's going to be that close. What we're going to do is we're going to put slapsticks in the center, 2 slapsticks around the center. And they're going to be worth 125 points every 7.5 minutes. That's going to equal 1,000 points. So it's going to be very important. This right here is going to be very, very important towards the game. You can be behind. You can be behind. You can actually come up and win this game. What we're going to do is we're going to take it where the center right here is going to, you're going to have a slapstick here, and you're not going to be able to go past these mounds right here on each side. That way, you can't get stuck in there just shooting people. The only way you can go past those bunkers or those mounds is if you are going towards the flag or the slapsticks. And we know that when you go towards the slapsticks, you're going to get shot. So it would be pretty pointless to do like a point-based system if you can't get any points, right? So what we're going to do, if you are going toward the slapsticks and you get shot, you are not out. You're not out until you flinch or you stop and call yourself out. So that means you can get blasted several times, and as long as you're going towards a slapstick and you hit it, it counts as a hit going towards whatever side you're on. It won't count until the 7.5 minute mark, but the slapstick will be on your team's color. That also means, since you are moving forward towards the objective, the other team can shoot you as much as they want. So you're going to have some either some brave people or some dumb people do this right here. Like I say, 1,000 points. It's a lot of points up for grabs. Well, we also know that being the mountains are kind of small, it's going to be pretty intense. And some of the players out here are going to be rec ball players. Some of them are going to be new players. Some of them are going to be kids. So it may be too intense for that. So we're going to do a secondary final battle on the scrapyard, which is the pipes fields again. What we're going to do for that is it's a winner-take-all death match, 15 minutes long. Whoever has the most players at the end of the 15 minutes on the field wins 100 points for their team. If one team does wipe out the other team before that 15-minute mark comes around, they win 200 points for their team. So it's not as important as the mounds field, but it is still important in the game overall because it's worth points. All right, so that's going to be how it works. What we're also going to do is this game is going to have minimal props. Like they're not going to be like you're not going to be able to find. This is just props for you to return to your general. They have to be returned to the general. Props do. The props are infinity stones. Now, for the time battle, you're going to get, since it's timed, we're going to go ahead and give the generals the time stone for this battle right here. Don't have to worry about finding anything. The mounds field, you're going to have to do a sacrifice just to get points for the mounds field, and that sacrifice will earn your general the soul stone at the end of the game. That's whoever wins the game gets the soul stone, gets to complete the gauntlet, and gets to make the snap. All right. Now, if you look at here in the woods ball field, that's where you're going to find your first 3 stones. You're going to find your power stone, which is going to allow your team to use bunker busters, the Metadynes or whatever you want to call them, Nerf launchers, which you can use to take people out at bunkers. You're also going to get the Mind Stone and the Space Stone. You're going to have to find them separately, but you're going to bring them back to your general. He's going to combine them together, and that's going to give him the ability to take 10 players and put them anywhere on the field at any time, have them check in with the referee, and then they are live players wherever they want to be. Your general gets to do that 3 times during the game. He can only use them during the first 2 phases. He can't use them during the 10-man or the final battles. Same thing with the bunker busters. Up here in the kill box, you're going to have the reality stone. That's your last stone you're going to find. Once you find it, it's going to unlock a special power that the generals know about, but I'm going to keep it a secret for now because much like the 10-man insertion, anywhere they want to be, this right here can be a very big game changer, and I don't want everybody knowing about it just yet because I think it'll be more fun when you find out during the game. So that's what you're fighting for. You're fighting for your 3 stones here, your 1 stone here, and then you're going to get your soul stone for your general by winning this game. So we're going to use pretty much the entire park. We're not going to use this airball field as of yet anyway. That's pretty much Endgame. If you have any questions, you can send them over to me. Let me send me some comments or whatever, or DM me or something like that, and I'll get back to you about what I need here. All right, so now we're going to go talk about the individual games here. Like, say this is the group page. This is where you're going to find info and the storyline and everything. This is also where you can post memes. If you want to do a meme more, have at it. I'm not going to censor anything. Just, you know the line. Don't cross it. There's pretty much, there is no line usually with me, but you know how Facebook is. Don't cross that one line. There's also a game page, which, once again, all these messages I gotta get rid of. There's also a game page here. This is where you can join to show us how many people are going to actually show up. You can RSVP for the game, let us know how many people are going to show up. That way we know how many lanyards to print out, how many maps to print out, how many cases of paint to order. If you go ahead and if you're going to go to the game or you're interested, go ahead and hit going or interested and let us know. All right, now we're going to go to the discussion part of this page, and we're going to bring up the spring trifecta. All right, so the spring trifecta is something that Tim Grimstead came up with, and I'm fully behind it because it just makes a lot of sense. Instead of game producers fighting each other or trying to bring each other down, this is bringing 3 different game producers together. Me, Tim Grimstead, and Jason Mann. Most time, if you see 3 games that are linked together, it's the same producer. We got 3 different ones, 3 different games. It's kind of like 3 different styles. Mine's more straight up gunfights. Tim's has got a lot of nice props that everybody enjoys, and Jason's got the party at the casino for everybody. It's very friendly player oriented here. Like, everybody had nothing but good things to say about these 2 games last year. So the way it works, there's going to be giveaways at each game, and we're not going to discuss all the giveaways right now because we're still working on some of them. But you're going to have, in order to be the big trifecta winner, which you get to win a Ripper EMAC brand new, a brand new ProFlex, which it's one of the ones that was worn at World Cup that everybody liked, and a brand new control loader. One person wins all 3 and will go home very happy. The way that one person wins all 3, you have to register for my game, Endgame, on March 25th. Then you have to register for After America, which is Tim's game, April 1st and 2nd. And you have to register for Gangster's Paradise, April 29th and 30th. You have to register for all 3 games. You have to have the same name registered for all 3 games. You can't just sit there and go, well, I took my friend's registration and I used his. That's how I went to all 3. If you're going to take your friend's registration, let us know before the game so we can change your name on it. So basically, you're going to go to my game, you're going to go to Tim's game, and we're going to have a booth set up so you can see what you're going to win. At Gangster's Paradise, I'm not sure when we're going to do it, but we're going to do it sometime at Gangster's Paradise. We're going to go through those people that register for all 3 games, and we're going to choose a winner that wins all 3 of those prizes: the Ripper EMAC, the ProFlex, and the control loader. One person wins all 3 at Gangster's Paradise. And like I say, that's a ridiculously stupid prize. It's going to be amazing for everybody to get it. So whoever wins this one's going to be very happy. Plus, there's going to be other giveaways, other prizes, everything. So let's go back over here. Like I say, you got my group page. You got the game page. You also have, this is Paintball Central. You also have After America's page. If you're going to go, this is his group page. I'm not sure if he's made a game page yet, but this is the group page. Join it, like it, send some memes, talk junk about Tim. He's a nice guy. You gotta make fun of him sometimes. I'll let him explain what exactly this is going to go on. But this is his game, and apparently somebody's going to win some cash. So I'm sure he'll dive deeper into this later on. But that's another good incentive to come play some paintball. April 1st, 2nd at Splat Brothers. Last year, he had close to 300 players, and 99.999% of the players enjoyed the game. There was one jackass, but his complaints were stupid. So everybody else loved the game. And then here's the page for Gangster's Paradise, which this is a game page. So if you're going to go, let him know. Hit interested, hit going, do something so that people know how many people are going to show up so that we can try to make the best for every game. The more people that are interested or going and actually do show up, the better it is for us to do them ahead of time so that we can make stuff for that amount of people. So we can order enough paint so that you don't get to the field and, oh man, I don't have enough paint. So like I say, just everybody join up. Let everybody know. We're trying to work together here. We're trying to do something for the community, change some stuff around, make the community more of an actual community and not try to be toxic or anything. Bring all the game producers together, bring the multiple different fields together, and then also give somebody one ridiculous prize. Like multiple people are going to get prizes, but this right here is the main one. And back to Endgame, because I can't really speak on the other games too much because I don't know all the details of those. I'm gonna go back to my game real fast. Endgame. Now, whenever you do go to Endgame, and then at the end of it, your general wins. This is what he was fighting for. Now, I struggle to decide. I kind of want to keep it myself, but I promised it to the generals. And this is pretty badass. This is going to be the general's trophy for winning the game. So if you like your general, one is Mark Moon from SDI, and the other is Walt Parham from Task Force Legion. If you are playing for one of those guys and you like them, get them that win so they can bring home that Infinity Gauntlet and then put it on their mantle because it's the best thing they've ever won in their life. And they can stare at it every day knowing that people like them and help them win it. But I think that's for all for now. We may have some future videos here. I might try to get the generals together, talk about the game, help them recruit. I know Tim's going to join me and talk about his game one day on my podcast. So we're going to try to really keep you guys informed about what's going on with these games. And hopefully this is the start of something good. Tim came up with a great idea of bringing the Trifecta together. It's going to create more of a sense of community for everybody. And hopefully going forward, we can do some good things and bring you guys some good stuff. I almost said shit, but I had to censor myself there. So, like I say, send me messages, hit me up, jump in my DMs if you have any questions or anything. Go ahead and hit interested or going or join these pages. Let us know how many people are going to show up. That way we can have multiple things ready for you guys. And we can try to bring you guys the best experience that we can. I appreciate you guys watching. I know it's 23 minutes right now, almost 24. I appreciate it. And I will see you out there.